Then we still got to put that.
All right. Come on over here a little bit more, my brother. All right, good morning. Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. Pastor Dowell here. I'm here with Brother Bud. And we're going to talk about bringing clarity to something that is hardly ever spoken about, much less understood in this society that we're living in, even amongst people, no matter what geographical location you come from. But there is a such thing as a chain of command, there's such thing as a pecking order, there's such thing as leadership, there's a such thing as great men and lesser men. You'll read that all throughout the book. It's just simply there. The deception is that everybody thinks that we're all on equal footing. Let me say this again. While we may all be on equal footing concerning salvation and we're all going to get our penny, even at that, some of us are going to receive greater rewards than the other in the kingdom. And see, people just want to ignore all of this, but you just can't ignore all of that. There are men that are greater than you. There are women that are greater than you women, a lot of you women out there. And their time, energy, and effort, their position that they are in, the authority that they have has been granted unto them, proves that we all don't deserve the same level of equality. Brother Bud, you care to speak about that?
Well, yeah, no, it seems like such a simple thing, but people don't get it. All right, so we have all things in common.
Right.
All of our needs will be met, even the poor of the land. We have brothers that ain't very good at much and really can't bring much to us. They're still going to be fed and clothed and cared for, right?
Correct.
There is that. But a great man has a great storehouse. Because of his wisdom, the gifts been given to him, he has much. Paul talked about it, you know. You eating in front of your brother this steak and he's hungry. Paul didn't say split up your steak and give to this brother that can't afford one. He said you got homes to eat it in. So you don't want to shame your brother, but there's among us, the greater men are going to have more things. Why? Because of their wisdom. They have a greater increase. They sowed much and they gathered much. And some of the other brothers, they didn't sow much. They ain't got a lot. Mm-hmm. And that's biblical. If you're envious because, Chef's got a nice house? What hindered you from being great? What's holding you down?
Get out there and do the same thing.
What's holding you back? You got excuses. He got a track record. I got a track record of what I can do. I don't got excuses. I'm right where I want to be. And if I wanted to go up higher, I'd go up higher.
That's right.
But I'm content.
I've said it once, I've said it 1,000 times lately in the last month. A lot of people are jealous of what you have, but they ain't jealous how you got there.
No, you just said it this morning. Yes, sir. No, they don't even get the depths of that. I wish they would just ponder it for a little while. Think on it.
We're in a time now, Brother Bud, where people, this is what they're perfectly fine with. I think it's a very feminist, liberal mentality. And where they're content with servants being on horses and kings walking beside them. What says you?
Oh, no. The base in the lower of the land, no, they want exalted. They do.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's in the heart of man to boast himself up. That's why we're warned to humble ourselves, right? Because you let that go, those that are more base, they just don't have the self-control, and they start thinking that they deserve stuff. Deserve what?
Yeah.
You make stuff, you be stuff, but you're not owed stuff.
That's right.
I don't understand that mentality.
When I was in the military, I got out as a staff sergeant, right? Kind of like a mid-level East NCO, right? Non-commissioned officer. And my memory, don't quote it as if it served me correct, because I can't, I'm not good with stuff like that. But a general in the Army was making between $13,000 and $15,000 a month at that time.
Yep.
I'm making maybe $2,500 a month.
Yes, sir.
At most, with different incentives, maybe $3,000. You follow me? I'm a non-commissioned officer. I'm the workforce in the military. Yep. He's the officer. He's the mind, the brains, the wits. Yep. He done been through life and all of that. He's probably 20 or 30 years older than me too.
Yes.
You understand what I mean? When you go and you drive through posts and you look at where the post headquarters or the post home is for the general, it doesn't look like my 3-bedroom townhouse that I had back then. And you know what? I wasn't envious of what he had already achieved in his life. I was just content where I was.
Yeah, because nothing hold it back. If you'd have stuck it out, you'd have been there. Had you had what it takes.
There you go.
To stick it out.
That's right. So it's really it's a very diabolical spirit that tries to say that the same thing with this feminist movement, like in marriage, that there's equality amongst a man and a woman.
Thing.
It's not, there's no equality, because what are you going to do in this perverted form of democracy when you have equal vote and the woman has an equal vote? Who's going to be the deciding decision then? Who's going to be the decision maker?
And since there's more women than men, and you like democracy, you know they're ruling. Oh wait, the book already told you about that.
It did say that too. It did
What
say
a
that
corrupt
too.
society.
You know, one of the senators said that he actually putting in the bill saying that we need to stop women from voting. And I was like, wow. I said, okay, now to a lot of people out there, it sounds funny, but you think about this for a second. It is known that there are more women in the world than there are men.
Fact.
And if they're voting, and most of them are voting LGBTQ, liberalism, feminism, and all this other stuff, where do you stand a snowball chance in hell for your vote, man? See what I mean? So society is being more creative as the years go by in the decline. That is just because you know just as well as I do, 40 years ago, what is this? This ain't the way we grew up.
Don't even recognize this world is corrupted so fast.
Yeah. So it can't be an equal state of 50% or 50% vote equal in a marriage. A man, by divine fiat, you the one that's told to subdue, gather, be a hunter-gatherer, and rule the earth. That directive was not given to the woman, it was given to the man. You know a lot of people gonna be upset at that though, man.
I understand. And I don't understand why women would be upset, because the Father has charged someone to care for you, to provide for you, to protect you. That's a bad thing?
That's a safety. That's a protection. That's a seal. Yeah.
People
That's a defense.
else.
Yeah. Man. But I hope that some way, somehow, these two old men right here was able to give y'all some type of comprehension of understanding of the way things should be working and should work in this world that we're living in today, because what we see today is utter chaos, utter dysfunction. It's off of the proverbial chain. All right, with that said, you got a last word? We'll see y'all later. Shabbat Shalom, King coming.